What's up, everybody? I am Jessica. This is Curly's by the Campfire, and if you are seeing this video, that means we are camping. I know it's been a couple months since we have done my last video, but we haven't had time to camp. But we are going to Williamsburg, Virginia, and I am super excited. We are going to be staying at the Newport Campground. We have stayed there before, and it's gorgeous. The spots are very big and spacious, which usually state parks usually are anyway. It's very close to Busch Gardens and Water Country USA. That's what we were hoping to do this weekend, but they are calling for a lot of rain, so I'm not sure if we'll get to do that, but that's okay. There is a lot of other stuff to do in Williamsburg. I do have one of my good friends with me and her daughter, so they are going to be in the videos as well. So just stay tuned, and I will be doing still shots of everything around like in the first video. I'll do still shots of our campsite to let you see how big they are. It is a big campground, so I'm not sure how much video I'll be able to do to show the whole campground. My husband actually is already there and parked, hooked up, so we are driving separately. He went down the day before. We just crossed over the Virginia line, so we're about 2 hours away. So just stay tuned. Let's get up, load up, let's go camping. I'll see you soon. Guys, so we just got back home from Williamsburg, Virginia. We stayed at the Newport Park Campground, and we had a great time. Even though it was yucky weather, it rained majority of the weekend, we still had a great time. We were hoping to do Busch Gardens or the water country, but Saturday was our only day that didn't rain, and it was really cold. So we didn't do water park for that. With the chances of rain they were calling for Saturday, we decided we didn't want to try to waste that money for Busch Gardens. So we did Jamestown Settlement and Yorktown this weekend, and it was fantastic. So if you love history, then I suggest going to those places. The Jamestown Settlement is really cool, and Yorktown is gorgeous. So you can't beat the beauty of Williamsburg, Yorktown, Jamestown, all of that. So as far as a campground, for $40 a night, you can't beat it. Fantastic campground to go to. Beautiful state park. The sites are large. It was a little walk to the bathhouses where we were, but that's okay. That's part of camping.
Took about a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. As far as the playground, it was a little walk as well.
3 minutes.
But the kids had their bikes and scooters, so they didn't mind it at all. So as I said in the beginning of this video, Paul went down Thursday before we did. So we drove separately and went up on Friday. So I'm going to let him kind of explain everything as far as the sites being level, backing it in, the roads being narrow or wide enough. In my opinion, they were very narrow roads, and it was very crowded in our loop, and there were cars parked all on the side. So I'm going to let him kind of explain his opinion on all that, since he does all the pulling.
So they were tight. There's no question about this. It is a state park, so we expect that. We got there. I got there late. It was tough, but great place. Being a holiday weekend, a lot of cars along the side. Good thing is there was a state ranger there all night long. They showed up. Hey, how are you doing? This is where your place is. Pulled right in. She was nice, talked to me the whole time. And we backed right in. One thing you got to expect is cars along the side. Many of the sites are not level. We expected that. We were level side to side, but we were 8 inches down or up in the front. So great place though.
Now, as far as getting to Jamestown and all that, it's about 15 to 25 minutes depending on where you want to go. So it's a little farther of a drive, but it's well worth it. I mean, you really can't beat it for $40 a night. We were also right across from the lake, and that was really pretty. So you walk out of our door and the lake was right across there. So I will definitely have to remember to try to get one of the spots where you back in right there at the lake, because we now have kayaks, and we definitely would love to try kayaking and fishing and all of that. Loops A and B, they are smaller loops, so the sites are closer together, but being state park, they are still very large. C and D loop, they are bigger, and they had more space between campsites. Loops E and F, as you could tell in the video at the beginning, they were closed. I want to say they were for refurbishment or upgrading or something. So I think last time we went, we stayed in either E and F, and they were huge sites. But as Paul said, and you can probably see in the video when I did the drive around of the campground, is a lot of the sites are not level, so you just have to be wary of that. But if you're up for a challenge of getting it level, the campground itself is gorgeous. It is beautiful. All of the trees.
Big trees.
Yeah, huge trees. So the only con I would say with the campground would be the bathhouses. We all went and walked to go take showers, and the water was great and hot at first, and then it went freezing cold. And we think it's just because everybody was trying to take showers at the same time. So we were already lathered up with soap, and I just told my daughter, listen, you're gonna have to hold your breath. So I had to push her under the water to get all the soap off, and it was very cold, very cold. So that's our only con. The playgrounds are fantastic.
Definitely. Nice playgrounds.
Very good playgrounds. The kids had a ball with the playgrounds. So if you are in the Williamsburg area and you are going to camp, I definitely recommend Newport News Park Campground. And so for me, I give it a 10 out of 10 because you can't beat it for the price. The beauty of it is it's breathtaking and it's very peaceful. So for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
I give it a 10 out of 10 as well. I love it for the bike ride. 5-mile track, level ground, wonderful place. Me and Graceland took a 5-mile track ride and just a fun ride all the way around.
Yeah. So even if you want to stay out of the hustle and bustle and just stay at a campground, I definitely recommend the Newport News Park Campground. So definitely give it a try. It was a little over 4 hours from us. We do live in central North Carolina, so our weekend trips we try to stay 5 hours or below. So if you want us to give a campground a try that you're not able to get to, please comment and let us know, and we will try our best to possibly get a reservation and do a review for you to let you know what we think. We will be camping a lot this summer. We will be going to the Outer Banks in 2 weeks, and we will be staying at the OBX campground, and I am super excited. So stay tuned. There's a lot more campground reviews coming your way, and make sure you subscribe. And until then, we will see you by the campfire.